SGA has the potential for far-reaching power over all aspects of student life. However, not many students can accurately say what SGA actually does day to day. I spoke with members of SGA Executive Cabinet who devote large amounts of their time to the organization to get a better idea of what SGA has control over and to learn about what they're hoping to achieve. From this, I learned that SGA can impact nearly everything in a student's life. We can thank SGA for outtakes being open on Saturdays, extended hours at health services for those on co-op, and the upcoming changes in the student code of conduct related to sexual violence. Most miss the behind-the-scenes work that they do. While they are students like you and I, they spend hours on end to make the campus a better place for everyone.
My task is approving new student groups on campus. And essentially we help allocate not quite the resources for recognized groups, but we help allocate sort of the manpower to vetting these groups and essentially identifying which groups can add to the Northeastern community and doing our best to sort of prop them up and give them all the tools they need to succeed.
I am in charge of overall strategy and operations for our student government. So everything from negotiating with administrators to planning some of our major initiatives and working with different student groups falls on me.
It's my job to represent all of student concerns relating to academics on campus. So that's not only what you traditionally think about academics like professors and classrooms and stuff like that, but also things like the library and co-op and global experiences.
So I'm the chair of the Student Affairs Committee, and then our committee has a broad range of focus areas that we handle. To name a few, it's like alcohol and drug education, diversity and inclusion, off-campus students, international students, mental health, athletics.
I was one of the organizers of Northeastern Votes this year, which was kind of a campus-wide initiative around civic engagement to get out the vote with 15 other student groups.
And for Northeastern Votes, we were actually able to register over 1,000 students to get registered to vote. And the mission behind that, we partnered with 15 different student organizations. And we just want to make sure that no matter which way you're voting, we wanted our students to know, especially a lot of the people registered in college right now, they're voting for the first time, and so we wanted everybody to get out and do their civic duty.
Student government, is often kind of written off as something that only deals with little quality of life improvements. That's not true. And I think past administrations have maybe focused more on that, but I think the role of student government is to tackle the things that matter most to students and that can have the biggest impact on students. And so I always say that, if you have a bad teacher, or a bad meal in the dining hall, you're going to be okay. But that's not always the case if you need mental health care or if you're a survivor of sexual violence. So those are the areas I think I can have the most impact.
Something else that we started as an initiative last year was midterm course evaluations. So trace the end of semester course evaluations kind of only really help for the future, but kind of getting professors to do assessments about 4 weeks in so that hopefully a student can actually help improve the class while they're actually in the class.
It's one thing to do some of the administrative negotiation, and I do it, it's important, but what I love is listening to someone explain to me something they care about or something that bothers them. And so when I hear someone, with a big issue, and that could be something really insignificant, that could be, hey, my favorite food is not in the dining hall, or it could be something huge, like, the mental health care services I'm receiving are not up to par. I connect with that, and that's something that fires me up and makes me want to do something about it. And so those interactions are what speak to me and what make me think this job is meaningful, because the service that we can do in student government for people is not really understood, but it's powerful, and so that's why I'm here.
We are also average students. It's not like we're anything special. We just choose to commit our time to student government on the behalf of everyone.
We're students, and we do our best to essentially make sure that their lives on campus go or proceed as effectively as possible. And just making those quick fixes around campus and the impact that even those little things can have, I think is sort of something that not really too many people understand.
I still hear people ask, what is SGA? And that will always happen. But as much as we can kind of share that we exist to fight for students, that's what I want to get out. That's why we do this. We are, not here to represent the administration to students. We're here to represent students to the administration.